You're watching the North Carolina Players Show on Fan Media Network. George, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Another great day. Woke up able to breathe, and I can't ask for anything more than that.
There you go. Well, I had a tough day, George. We had to put down one of our two dogs this morning. And we knew it was coming. We were told in September to get ready, but it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, man.
They become like family once they with you for a long time, and it's always hard putting them away.
Yep. I know you used to breed dogs, right?
Yeah, I had the Cane Corso breed, and bred them for a while, and then, like you said, when I had to put my two down, I was like, I'm done with dogs for a while. But my daughter finally talked me into getting her an English Bulldog for Christmas, so it never stops.
Right. Once, I wasn't a dog lover. We had a dog when I was a little kid that got run over by a car when I was like in first or second grade. And then I had a paper route in New York, and when you delivered the papers in the morning, you're always getting chased by dogs.
Oh yeah.
And so I hated dogs, and I learned how to ride a bike with one leg and kick with the other. And so I never was attached to dogs. And then when you have kids, obviously it comes up. My son was like 7. We were living in Florida. My wife got to know this lady. The lady was looking to get rid of the dog. She says, hey, we need to get a dog for the kids. I'm trying to put it off. Like, all right, I don't want a dog that messes up the house. And I don't want a dog that that's going to shed. And like, okay. And she connects with this lady, and she writes a check for $500. Says, here, bring this. You're going to meet the lady on the corner. I'm like, why am I doing this? So I'm living in Florida at the time, Boca Raton. I bring this check around the corner, and I'm supposed to meet this lady. It's getting dark. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm coaching at FAU at the time. I'm like, I don't want to be there. I don't want the dog. And the lady's walking across the street with this little white dog, and her daughter's chasing her, and daughter's crying. Daughter's probably like 10. And I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go. So the lady goes, hey, can you just wait a minute? And across the street was a park. And the lady walks through the park. And I'm sitting I end up sitting on the corner in the grass. And I hear these intermittent screams from this daughter who's saying things like, you're ruining my life. Don't give away my dog. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So the lady comes across the street with the leash extended. I have the check extended. By that time, I'm like, I'm getting the dog. Like,
yeah,
we made this deal. I'm getting the dog. My kids want the dog. The girl's crying. So I'm trying to appease her. First of all, I didn't want her to see my face because now she's going to hate me in the neighborhood. But so I said, listen, don't worry. Here's the check. I'll take good care of her. And they both said at the same time, him. It's a him. I saw a little white dog. I'm thinking,
yeah,
that was my bias. The funny thing is, I get the dog and I start walking towards our house, and the dog doesn't even look back. Like, he is out.
Yeah,
he was out. He was like, I want out. That's a crazy house. I want out. So he like led me to my house.
Right.
Yeah. That was 13 years ago.
It's amazing what those dogs can. They can feel the attention in the house and everything. So.
Yeah. Well, listen. On the previous show, we discussed the post game against Notre Dame. What are your thoughts as they get ready to travel to play Miami with what you've seen of the Tar Heels and what you know of Miami at this point?
On the road, like I said, if we don't get 21 offensive rebounds, at home, it's a different story. So we're definitely going to need our bigs to show up and show out. Miami is looking for their first conference win. A Tar Heel team is not normally as good as most Tar Heel teams that in the past. It could be a good upset for Carolina going into in Miami.
Well, Miami is 4-4 overall, 0-3. They've had losses to Pitt at home in December when I believe Champaign was playing at Pitt, and since then he's been hurt. They lost at Virginia Tech by 2. They lost to Clemson at home by 1. And there's no shame in losing to Clemson. Clemson's very good. I think we're a top-tier team in the league. And losing at Virginia Tech, no shame in that either. They've had injuries to 4 seniors. Has been a big impact on their roster. Chris Likes has only played 2 games. He averages 15 points. And then Cam McCusty played in 5 games, and he averages 10. Those guys haven't played of late. Their best player right now is Isaiah Wong, 6'3", sophomore, averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He is a very talented player, shooting 46% from the field and 76% from the free throw line. It concerns me that their best player is a guard, because we got lit up by Georgia Tech's guards. And so that's a concern. And the other concern is Miami is a pretty good rebounding team. One of their strengths, I think, is rebounding. So I think we've got to go in. The keys are Wong, take care of the ball, and then we've got to rebound, because they're number 2 in the league in defensive rebounding percentage. And as I mentioned earlier, we're number 1 in offensive rebound percentage. So this is a game where I could see it being, 63-64, a lot like this Notre Dame score, but neither team is a great 3-point shooting team. Mindset as a coach, as a player, when you go on the road for this game, as an upperclassman, if you're Brooks, walk me through how you're preparing your team, talking to your team, especially the young players, as you get ready to go down to Miami.
Of course, going to Miami is a challenge within itself. Don't know when Coach Williams is going to let the guys get off the plane. Is it going to be the day before or the day of?
What are you trying to say, George?
I'm just saying what my challenge would be. But if I was Brooks, I would talk to the young guys. Going on the road, the key is take care of the ball. If they can set as many screens to get our guards going early, it's going to be key for Leaky Black to make some timely buckets. And then if Coach Williams is going to stay with that lineup, if Walton, he's been consistently shooting the ball well on the road and at home. To get him going early, hopefully the basket will be as big as the ocean for him, and that would give us a great shot at winning the game.
Gotcha.
To host a player show or appear as a player on a player show, simply create a profile on Fan Media's iOS app or website. Select your teams and make a short intro video on your phone. Show hosts, reporters, former players, and superfans can use our Get Verified feature and make an intro video as well, and our mobile newsroom staff will reach out.